our senior Washington correspondent, Hallie Jackson. She joins me on the phone. Hallie, I guess I want to ask just a blunt question. Is this it?
Sure.
Is this Donald Trump, the former president, securing this Republican nomination?
So, okay, it's such a good question. It is the question to be asking at this point. It's obviously the voters who are going to determine that in New Hampshire and New South Carolina on Super Tuesday. But at this point, you have to look at the numbers, right? And this is something that I've been thinking about ever since we found out today that Ron DeSantis would be dropping out of the race. It is obviously significant. It is obviously interesting. It obviously adds to the dynamic that Nikki Haley wants to see, which is this two-person race, as she's been saying since Iowa, when obviously three candidates were in the race. But ultimately, Kate, remember where the numbers are and where the numbers consistently have been. Donald Trump has been stomping in this Republican primary process. That is what we have seen so far, not just in polling, but we've seen it in Iowa. We're looking ahead to what will happen in New Hampshire, where recent polls show that he does have, on average, a double-digit lead over Nikki Haley. It is his party, clearly based on what we see from Republican voters. There is a subset of people who identify as Republican or conservative who do not like him, a small subset. The question had always been, would anybody emerge as the sort of anti-Trump person in that anti-Trump lane to be able to take him down, essentially? And what we have seen consistently is that there hasn't been that kind of coalescing that somebody like Nikki Haley would want to see, at least not at this point. Obviously, you know, we live in a world of endless possibilities. Anything could happen, but it has just been, if past is precedent, what we have seen is so consistent. And so I just think we've got to be looking at it with that kind of lens, right? That Donald Trump has been dominant in this Republican primary process so far. We've seen it, and that is sort of the key thing to watch here when we talk about where is the suspense, if any. I will say a couple of things. Beyond Nikki Haley getting what she wants, which is a two-person race, there's a real question of whether she's going to be able to overcome what is, at least in polling, falling behind former President Trump. Second piece of this, of course, is what this looks like for Donald Trump moving forward. Listening to your conversation with Vaughn about whether or not Mr. Trump would bring Ron DeSantis into the fold. Keep in mind what an important state Florida is to Republicans in the electoral map. Keep in mind that Ron DeSantis handily won his reelection there, to the point that it caused some consternation in the political class when he waited so long to declare his run for the presidency, rather than trying to capitalize on some of that momentum after he defeated his opponent in the state of Florida, right? So what we have seen from Donald Trump in the past, and having covered him since his first presidential run, he is somebody who likes loyalty. It is not always a loyalty that is reciprocated, but he likes when people sort of are deferential to him as the leader of the Republican Party here. And what is clear is that at this moment, he is. You look at the endorsements he's racked up, you look at where members of Congress are, particularly in the House of Representatives, and while there is this vocal anti-Trump faction, the more vocal pro-Trump faction seems to be the loudest here today, Kate.
Thanks for watching. Stay updated about breaking news and top stories on the NBC News app, or follow us on social media.